Good evening, interpees. Welcome to tonight's trivia. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Samantha Mustard McDowell, good evening and welcome. Welcome to tonight's trivia. Tonight we are playing serial killer nicknames. We wait. We'll give it about 4 more minutes and then we'll get this started. Start going. I've already received my notifications that I'm live, so Cheerios. Get it? Welcome, Miss Demeanor. Purple, good evening. Welcome, Pigeon Mac. Trivia Master, you sneaky bass. Give me a clue. Okie dokie, good evening. Oh, I'm here for a short time. Love you all. Well, love you too. Pippa Dot, good evening. I hope we all had a wonderful weekend. Tonight, the questions are on serial killers, but their nicknames. Nicknames that the media has given to serial killers. Agent 99. Hello, Will. I'm here waiting on the ads. Are you watching the Super Bowl ads? I'm not watching the Super Bowl. I'm sure there are people who are fans of those two teams, but I'm not. So, blanket hello to everyone from Purple. Give it another 15 seconds here, and then we'll start. Start with the first question. These are 15 multiple choice questions. You can answer A, B, C, D, or E. Somebody here likes to answer E. But if you're not if you don't know the answer, it's all right. Just guess. Google it. Whatever you need. You're watching the Super Bowl? Ah, I have it downstairs. I have it on downstairs, not watching. I don't think anybody in my house is watching it at all right now. All right, let's get question number one. Interpiece. E, mountain lion. All right, get the first question up there and get myself in my little box. Here's the first question. Serial killer nicknames. John Wayne Gacy's alter ego was Pogo the Clown. Not only because he dressed as a clown called Pogo, do you know which one of these is the he first picked as his clown name? Was it A, Scratchy the Clown, B, Bobo the Clown, C, Patches the Clown, or D, Peaches the Clown? Welcome, Janice. Janice, good evening. Welcome. Starfire, welcome. Welcome to everybody to tonight's trivia. I'm glad you could all be here tonight. I hope I didn't miss anybody. It kind of went by there a little quick. What was the first name that John Wayne Gacy picked as his clown name? Scratchy, Bumbo, Patches, or Peaches? That's a scary name in itself, right? Think about that. If it's Peaches. Peaches the Clown. What a lovely name for a serial killer like John Wayne Gacy. Although, wasn't Robin Williams Patches? He was. Rocky Road Lady. D, I just got here. Well, you're just in time, Rocky Road Lady. We're on question number 1. Peaches is so darn creepy. It is. Peach is creepy. All right. Question number 1. What was the first name that John Wayne Gacy picked as his clown name? The correct answer is C, as in cat. C, as in cat. He was first known as Patches the Clown. Then the reason why he changed it had nothing to do with Robin Williams, but there was another clown in the area who went by the name of Patches. So he changed it to Pogo. True fact. He picked Patches because that was the name he picked, but then there was another clown. But his first original clown outfit, and he kind of like dressed like a little bit of Red Fox, character of a clown, and then like the mixture of other ones, kind of like a bum who was a clown, but then he cleaned it all up and actually went as Pogo the Clown. And a lot of the events that people didn't understand, he actually did not get paid for. He loved to do children's birthday parties for free. Now imagine if you were that kid. Excuse me. Ronald McDonald has always scared the crap out of me for sure. Good evening, Charlie, and welcome to tonight's trivia, hobo. Kind of like a hobo the clown, a little bit, but a little bit more a hobo. Think of a hobo the clown as more of a streamlined. It wasn't so much that towards a hobo, but it was more like a commercialized version of a hobo the clown. That was his first outfits. Good evening, Rykart. All right, we're going on to question number 2. I'm glad you can be here with us tonight, Rykart. The correct answer is C, as in cat. Rykart, C as in cat. All right, question number 2. Peter Sutcliffe was nicknamed the Doctor of Death by the media. However, he had a real in real life. What nickname was given to him by his mother and grandmother? Was it A, Willie B, Little Stade, C, Peter Pie or just Pie, or D, Little Pete? What was Cliff's nickname given to him by his mother and grandmother? Why don't cannibals eat clowns? They tasty funny. Celia, good evening. Welcome. Welcome to tonight's trivia. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Charlie's just going to guess D, Little Pete. No. We'll find out in just a little bit here. What was the nickname given to Peter Sutcliffe by his mother and grandmother? Pippadot is saying C, Purple C, Starfire C. Rocky Road Lady's going with C as well. Peter Sutcliffe, the Doctor of Death. Amelia's going with A. Willie B. Peter Sutcliffe was nicknamed a Doctor of Death by the media. However, he had a real nickname. Hot Pockets. What nickname was given to him by his mother and grandmother? It wasn't Hot Pocket, but that's funny. What was the nickname given to him by his mother and grandmother? Question 2. The correct answer is B as in boy. Little Stade. Little Stade was his nickname given to him by his grandmother and mother. But he will go down in history as known as the Doctor of Death. Is Hot Pockets a pie? Think of it, Samantha, a Hot Pocket, think of it as kind of like a miniaturized calzone. So if you take like your regular calzone, divide that up into like 4, and they're each individual pies that you put in the microwave and cook. I don't know what Little State means. Agent 99, I just a nickname that they came up with. I don't know. All right, question number 3. Paul Stefani may not be a household name. Don't let that fool you, though. His mother gave him a nickname below when he was a teenager because how he sounded when excited. A church mouse or just mouse. B, screech shortened to scree. Or C, weeper or just weep. Or D, Tiny Tim. What was the nickname his mother gave him as a teenager for how he sounded when he got excited? Croissant pockets, those were good. I don't think I've ever had a croissant pocket. Then again, I can't remember the last time I've ever had a hot pocket. I buy them occasionally for my wife when I make her lunch for work. Well, I used to, but now I make lunches for multiple people. So A, E, or cricket. Gonna guess B, says Charlie. Gonna guess B. Pitcher Max going with B. B based on only on the definition. Hello, Gemma. Are the croissant pockets new? I don't know, Pippadot. I've never had one. Whoever commented before about the Hot Pockets, the croissant ones, they said that they used to make them. So I'm guessing they're probably an older product that's been discontinued. But I can't remember the last time I ever had one. I do know though, somewhere around here I have the current 2022-2023 meal plan for Seagoville Penitentiary, where Josh Duggar is, federal penitentiary. And one of the meals that they get on a regular basis actually is Hot Pockets. One of the things they get on the meal. I don't know if they only get one or if they get two. I couldn't tell you that right now because I don't have them. I don't know where I put it. I was looking for it earlier today, but I'm going to find it. Will, you still have to try sunflower seed and Old Bay seasoning. Oh, Pippadot, I've definitely tried Old Bay. Love me some Old Bay seasoning. Everyone subscribe to Gemma's channel. Thank you for posting that, Inner Peace. I appreciate that. Cannabis? I bet you cannabis is probably the #1 contributor to why people buy Hot Pockets. Hot Pockets here mean the hot pause you activate in. Oh, so like we have them here. We call them hand warmers. They're little pockets. You just snap them and you slip them inside your gloves in the wintertime. They have ones also you can put in your socks, or in your shoes. Now I need a Hot Pocket. All right, question number 3. The correct answer is B as in boy. Screech, shortened to just Scree. He loved to call the police and confess to his crimes. And every time he called the police, his voice went up in level, and he was so excited. And every time he gets excited, he would talk that way naturally. They originally thought it was somebody trying to disguise their voice, but this every time he got excited, he was like, I gotta tell you what I did. His voice got so excited but they called him just Screech, or shortened to just Scree. Juicy Jules, good evening. Welcome to tonight's trivia. All right, question number 4. Here we go. Let's reverse this one. Which two from below were nicknamed the VHS Killers, along with the Barbie and Ken Killers? Was it A, Hulk and Bernardo, B, Ning and Lake, C, Johnson and Pernod, or D, Mountain Lion and Hugo? Ones were nicknamed the VHS Killers, along with Barbie and Ken. I'm getting better. Thank you for asking, Pip. I'm glad you're doing better. Reichard's going with A. Pip A as well. Pigeon Mac going with Ming and Lake. Gemma is going with A. Reichard, Mountain Lion, and Barry Morphew. I'm thinking that's what he means by Barry Morphew. The Clan McDowell. Oh, Holcomb killed her own sister. Yeah, she offered him up to Bernardo. Did not care. Hey, I better know this one. Hello, I'm from Canada. Well, Holcomb and Bernardo were definitely 2 sick son of a. You can add the rest of that. Wait, Ling Lang also recorded everything. Was it Ning? Wasn't he a Marine, or was it Lake that was a Marine? I always get them two confused. It's like, I mean, not when I see the pictures of the two of them, they looked vastly different. But I know one of them was in the Marine Corps. I think it was Ning, but I always confuse. It's like, the two of them. I read about B. They're terrible. Yeah. E. Thelma and Louise. Sure you don't want to go D mountain lion and you go? Modern technology has a lot to answer for. A Ford from England. Let's reverse this one. Which two from below were nicknamed the VHS Killers along with the Barbie and Ken Killers? The correct answer to question 4, ladies and gentlemen, is A as in apple. Holcomb and Bernardo were known as the VHS Killers along with Barbie and Ken Killers. They called them the Barbie and Ken Killers because, well, she had blonde hair like Barbie and he had brown hair like Ken. And they always dressed to the nines. They always looked good. They were in that jet setting lifestyle. But yes, she offered up and allowed Bernardo to kill after doing some horrific things to her little sister. May God rest her soul. They're both freaking disgusting individuals. Okay, question number 5. I'm a little Sal. You're not too late. I'm late, but happy to be here. Hope you're all doing great, Sal. Glad you can make it tonight. We're going to question number 5. Coined by the media as the ABC Killer, he was also known as the Thursday Killer because police believed he picked out his victims or victims on Thursday and killed them on Friday or Saturday. Who is this? Is it A, Robert Long, B, Joe Ball, C, Moses Sithole, or D, Ivan Hill? Who was known as the ABC Killer or the Thursday Killer? And by the way, the police were absolutely wrong. When they nicknamed him originally the Thursday Killer, they were wrong. He didn't victims on Thursdays. He picked out his victims on Monday and then would spend the rest of the week trying to figure out how he was going to get them to kill them. But they originally thought that it was in short order because it looked like somebody had cased the place, and then the next day, 2 days later, the person Thursday special, 38 special, Thursday special. Tonight on the Thursday special is mashed potatoes, gravy, and chicken fried steak with a side of mixed vegetables. Only at Buc-ee's. I haven't been to a Buc-ee's in a long time. If y'all never been to a Buc-ee's, you need to get yourself to a Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's truck stop, gas station. You don't know what you're missing. Think of it as like, a giant like Kroger store with gasoline. Lawrence Welk. Sithole, not shithole, Sithole. Pippadot's going with C, Moses Sithole. D, just guess. But Moses Sithole? These are all real people and all real killers. Every one of them. Rocky Road Lady's going with D, Ivan Hill. Love Buc-ee's. I wish they had a Buc-ee's around here, where I live here, but here the biggest places are like Pilot, The Country Pride restaurant inside of TA truck stops used to be the best. Country Pride. I've eaten at a lot of restaurants and truck stops over the years. Maybe if I ever get back out on the road, traveling from West Coast to East Coast and back and forth, I could do like views of truck stop, restaurants. There's some that are good and some that are absolutely terrible. You'd be surprised where some of the good ones are. Shortened to Mo Shithole. Shithole. It's funny, Amelia. It's funny. Coined by the media as the ABC Killer, he was also known as the Thursday Killer. Who is this? No Bucky's near you either, Pippa Dot? I'm sorry. The correct answer to question 5 is C, as at. Moses Sithole was known as the ABC Killer or the Thursday Killer. C as in cat. I too have had some good truck stop food here in Tennessee. I get on to Tennessee. My friend just bought property down there. She's going to be building a home here in the next couple of years. But it was a farm that got subdivided into 6 parts. And each part is 100 acres. So, and they're just now bringing in the utilities and stuff like that to this land. But she bought that, and she's gonna be building a house out on the middle of nowhere. But in a couple of years, she'll be living there. All right, question number 6. His nickname may make you think of a classic movie character, but trust me, he is real. Nicknamed the I-5 Bandit and the I-5 Killer. What is this? Is it A, Randall Woodfield, B, Rodney Williams, C, Ricky Wayne, or D, Ricky Bobby? I go to North Bend stop in Washington. North Bend. Well, I mean, I've been to North Bend quite a bit, Purple, but I'm trying to think of what truck stop that would be in North Bend. Ricky Ricardo. Yo, Lucy, you really screwed up this time, Lucy. Ricky Ricardo. Pigeon Mac is guessing C. Amelia's going with B. Truck stops have the best food here. There's good, and there's bad. I love Lucy. Sal's going with D, Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby for the win. Starfire's going with A. So is Purple. Both going with Randall Woodfield. Pippa Dot as well, going with A. I-5 Bandit, otherwise known as the I-5 Killer. Who is this one? I love Laverne and Shirley from the Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's where the brewery was supposed to be, and life was supposed to be in Milwaukee. Seville. I think it's the first exit coming from the east. Okay. But that's to be good. Word of mouth. Small country business will fail otherwise. Well, that's true. Kate and Allie, 100% hassle. Black Bear Diners bought off the Iron Skillet restaurants at the Petro truck stops. Don't know if I've ever eaten at either one, an Iron Skillet or a Black Bear. There's this truck stop that I always made a point to stop at, and it's in Montana, but I think it was just outside of Billings. But my nephew was going to college in Montana, but then he left school, and then he was living in this area right next to this truck stop. So I used to always meet him there. But they had phenomenal food. They used to have like a salad bar that was just humongous salad bar, and I like a good salad bar. But anyways, going to question number 6. The correct answer for question 6 is A as in apple. Randall Woodfield was known as the I-5 Bandit or the I-5 Killer. I'm getting hungry now, but I'm also lazy and I'm so conflicted. All right, question 7. This serial killer has never been. He wrote letters to the newspaper editors. He wrote to the FBI. He even took out personal ads in magazines. What nickname did the FBI give him? Was it A, the Clockworks Killer, B, the Page 10 Killer, C, the Cola Killer, D, the Babysitter Killer? This serial killer has never been caught. He wrote letters to the newspaper editors. He wrote to the FBI. He even took out personal ads in magazines. What nickname did the FBI give him? Staten, Virginia. Ooh. No, what I like, when I used to travel the United States is regional food. Foods that I like to check out regional foods. To see what other people like. And their seasonings, their palates. That's always good. Level-headed. Stopped by to say hi. Level-headed. Good evening and welcome. E. Barry Morphew. Happy V-Day. Valentine's Day here is in 2 days. Amelia. This serial killer has never been caught. He wrote letters to the newspaper editors. He wrote to the FBI. He wrote to the FBI a lot. He took out personal ads in magazines. What nickname did the FBI give him? Question number 7. Purple is going with A, and Starfire is going with A. B. They are still offering a reward. I think there's like $150,000 reward. Still, it's out there for if anybody can help lead the FBI or local law enforcement to to catching this serial killer. Okay, spell check. Happy Valentine's Day, February 14th. Yep, 2 days. B, not C. Okay. All right, this serial killer has never been caught. He wrote letters to the FBI and to newspapers and took out ads in personal ads in magazines. What nickname did the FBI give him? The correct answer to question 7 is D as in dog, the babysitter killer. Babysitter killer. His last 4 victims were all teenage girls who were babysitting at the time. That's why they nicknamed him the babysitter killer. I'm here, but just listening. There's a prank there. Right card one with B, page 10 killer. D as in dog, the babysitter killer. All right, go on. Question 8. Known as the Internet Black Widow, this serial killer was more of a fraudster than a killer, yet they rang up a pretty good body count all the same. Who is this? Is it A, Marcia Brady, B, Melissa Shepard, C, Janet Russell, D, Maureen Teal? You know it's got to be Marcia. Marcia. Always Marcia. What did I miss? We're all congratulating Purple for something. What did Purple do? Today is your 20th anniversary. Well, happy anniversary. E, Lori Vallow. COVID-19 destroyed country pride. They used to have the best all-you-can-eat salad bar. What if it's a country pride? I used to love going to places like Country Kitchen, Country Harvest, King's Table, Granny's Buffet. I used to love going to those places, but just about everything, every one of them is gone from anywhere near me. We still have a Granny's here, a couple of towns over, but it would be about 18, 19 miles one way to get there. And of course, right next to is an IHOP. So I'd rather go to IHOP if I'm going to drive that far. These are hard questions tonight, Pippadot. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant A, but hey. AFE, be right back. Okay, Amelia. Known as the Internet Black Widow. COVID-19 ended those really good restaurants. I like the Asian buffets are good. Marcia. Make me want pancakes. Yeah, when they have like their endless stack of pancakes. I mean, if I was to go there, I'd probably only be able to eat like maybe 1, 2 helpings, if that. And they know that very few people would ever be able to eat like 4 or 5 plates of pancakes. And how much does it really cost to make a plate of pancakes anyways? You can eat them at home, make them at home. Even if you bought like a box of Bisquick, which is like for those who are out there, that don't know what Bisquick is. Bisquick is kind of an instant, biscuit maker. You can make waffles with it, pancakes. You can make just about anything with Bisquick. But it's got all the leavening agents and everything already, made in, in the box. So you just scoop it out, portion, and add liquid to whatever you're making. But known as the Internet Black Widow, this serial killer, it was more of a fraudster than a killer. But yet she rang up a pretty good body count all the same. Brady Bunch and Blanche. When I was a child, my sister said I had a hollow leg. I would eat five or six plates of pancakes. Wow. A little Marcia Brady. Golden Corral. Don't have any of those around here. I think the last time I was at a Golden Corral was probably about 9 years ago. Make into zucchini casserole. There you go. I use it to make dumplings for soup. It's just add liquid, make like dumplings, and I use a scooper, an ice cream scooper to make little biscuits for chicken soup. But the answer to question 8 is B as in boy, Melissa Shepard. Melissa Shepard. Makes me think Inner Peace helped with the lineup. LOL. I love Ryan's Steakhouse, but Golden Corral bought them out. Oh. Is so. Oh no. Is anyone watching the Super Bowl? I am. Callie Lisa, good evening. And no, I'm not, obviously. I'm doing this. The two teams who are in the Super Bowl this year, the Philadelphia Eagles and Kansas City Chiefs, right? Yeah, KC, Patrick Mahomes, whatever. They're not two teams that I root for. So, and even if they were, one of them was a team that I was rooting for, I mean, I'd still do this. We had a burger pit. A burger pit. Oh, that sounds good. What? Super Bowl? Not really my thing. Well, we used to have a franchise around here. It was called Burger Master. But they bought up all the A&W root beer drive-ins. So then they became Burger Masters. But they served everything. You could get breakfast, lunch, and dinner at Burger Master. They were open 24 hours a day. So you could stop there at like 3 o'clock in the morning and you can, get freshly made pancakes, brought to your car. Just like the car hops did, when it was A&W, but the only difference was it was Burger Master. Most of the places where they were before are now either parts of other stores have bulldozed other local businesses, and there's like strip malls and stuff where they used to be. Used to watch football, but not so much anymore. Does it serve nuts? The score is 14-14 right now in the second quarter, in case anyone's interested. Well, thank you, Callie Lisa, for letting us know. All right, moving on to question number 9. He may not be a household name here in America. However, he sent panic across the UK, Germany, nicknamed the Hammer or the Hammer of Frankfurt. What is his real name? Is it A, Larry Eiler, B, Douglas Clark, C, Arthur Gatter, or D, Marcia Brady? Obviously, I was thinking about the Brady Bunch when I wrote these questions. Marcia Brady probably comes up a couple more times. I don't know. Poor car hop at 3 a.m. Rock the road lady going with A. My wife buys bags of peanuts with the shell still on them, and then she throws them all over my front yard because she thinks it's funny to watch the crow. Wiener Schnitzel. Pitch Max going with A. Sal's going with C. Catalina's going with C. Arthur got her. May not be a household name in America. However, he sent panic across the UK and Germany. Hammer, or the Hammer of Frankfurt. What is his real name? I got it wrong. I forgot we were talking about football. I thought you had gotten 14 correct answers out of 14 answers. Pippadot's going with A. Question number 9. Which one of these men was known as the Hammer or the Hammer of Frankfurt? Right card. Football. Apparently it's 14-14 at this point. Starfire's going with A. Samantha Mustard McDowell's going with C. All right, question number 9. He may not be a household name in America. However, he sent panic across the UK and Germany. Nicknamed the Hammer or the Hammer of Frankfurt. The correct answer to question number 9 is C as in cat. C. Not a football fan. A bit of resentment being born on Grey Cup Day, and no one was happy. I interrupted the party, then every birthday on Sunday, including my 18th, was Grey Cup. Oh, that's for those who, Grey Cup is Canada. All right, question 10. And oh, by the way, again, the answer was C, Arthur Gatter, for question number 9. C as in cat. Excuse me. Question 10. One of those bizarre serial killers ever. This uncaught serial killer may not have a face we can pick out a line. He killed only young women with the same letter starting their last names. Who is this? Is it the A, Rochester Killer, B, the Alphabet Killer, C, the Alley Killer, or D, the Hams Killer? It's also a game that never ends and stops and starts, destroys any chances of understanding why these men chase the stupid ball. Bex, good evening. Welcome to tonight's trivia, Bex. B, the Alphabet Killer. Agent 99 is going with B. So much calmer in here than in my living room. Enter P's the Lion Killer. Mountain Lion Killer. As Cement Shoes would say, mountain lions, you have a very small chance of ever being killed by a mountain lion. Purple's going with B as well. One of those bizarre serial killers ever. This uncaught serial killer may not have a face we can pick out of a lineup. He killed only young women with the same letter starting their last names. But it'd be a quick death if you did get caught by a mountain lion. I don't know. I've seen a couple in my life. They're more afraid of you than the other way around. I grew up in Oregon, and the mountain lions were crazy scary. Mm. I'm about 65 miles from Oregon, from the Oregon Washington border. Hermiston, Oregon. I'm about 65 miles from there. But we have mountain lions right here where I live right now. And the more that people encroach, and this town spreads out more and more, it's not uncommon to see mountain lions in town. But people don't like, hey man, what's the deal? Why are there mountain lions here? Then they want the police and game officials to get them and get them out of here. I'm like, they've been here for hundreds of years before we ever got here. Why is it you think that all of a sudden they're just gonna like go somewhere else? More stuff happening around us lately, like inflation and a non-ending war in Ukraine, than to ever care about a football game this year. I'm going to have to agree with you on that one, right, Cart? All right. The answer for question 10 for this bizarre serial killer, the answer is B as in boy, the alphabet killer. TD, touchdown Philly. Ah. So that would be 21. Well, if they get the extra point, 21-14. Yeah, this is their home. Now we think that we own it. It's true. But B as in boy was the answer to question 10. Question 11. This 7-foot giant at random killed. He also liked to kill relatives. Can you figure out who from below is known as the co-ed killer? Is it A, Gary Ridgway, B, Ted Bundy, Ed Kemper, or D, Michael McRae? Question 11. C. Everybody guessing C. Good evening, Lori Sutton. I'm sorry if I missed you earlier, but welcome to tonight's trivia. E, Michael Myers. E, Bigfoot. He is a big man, 7 foot. Hmm. 7-foot giant killer killed at random. Who is the co-ed killer? I really enjoy trivia nights. Not only do I learn things, I truly enjoy the chat. Such a nice group of people, comedians mostly. Well, thank you, Agent 99. I'm glad that you're here with us and enjoying this night. He could have been a basketball player if he wasn't so awkward. And that's the one thing that they asked him about it. Did you ever enjoy sports? And he answered the question that he enjoyed playing baseball when he was younger, but because of what was going on in his life, he was never allowed to play baseball on a team. But he'd play it, at pickup games and stuff like that in the park with kids. When he was younger, I want to make sure you're absolutely clear on that. He wasn't like, 40, and playing baseball with, little kids. That football game on TV is a lie, fantasy or not reality. All right, this 7-foot giant killed at random. You also like to kill relatives. Can you figure out from the list below who is the co-ed killer? The correct answer is C, as in cat, Ed Kemper. Ed Kemper was known as the co-ed killer, and he liked to kill relatives, mainly his grandparents and his mother, but he liked to kill his family too. Ed Kemper. Maybe they called him Shorty. All right. Question 12. We all need to take a break. Get away and just relax. Please don't forget, Purple Winks says, you never know who could be standing next to you. Purple. This guy only killed on weekends. Who is he? Is it A, Milton Johnson, B, Harry Powers, C, John, you pronounce that, Jubert? I don't know. I'm not sure how you pronounce that last name. Or D, John Collins. Oh, thank you, Pippadot. I love having everybody here too with us. Bex and her piece is going with Milton Berle. Dun-dun-dun. Well, fam, we are Wayne's World, party on, Wayne and Guard. It is most excellent. Showing. Party time. Excellent. Harry Potter. Harry Potter. You never know. Standing next to you, says Purple. Starfire's going with A. Claudia, the horrible double. Showing. Bodacious. Most bodacious. I want to go out and get myself an AMC Pacer now. Paint it blue. Just saw a 4-part special on Kemper. Ah, did you? I think Kemper's one of the most fascinating, serial killers out there. I mean, when it comes to serial killers, they all. I mean, is there anything that they do that's unique about them as an individual? That did anything that Ridgway do that was more? It was different or special about what he did. What Ted Bundy, did he kill his victims? He made what they may have done to get the victims may have been special, but the actual acts itself were, Kemper, it was just like there's so much more going on behind that that gentle giant facade. I always think that from a psychological standpoint, Kemper is one of the most interesting serial killers ever. My dad owned a Pacer DA. All right, question 12. The correct answer is A, as in apple, Milton Johnson. We all need to take a break, get away, and just relax. Please don't forget, like Purple Wink says, You never know who could be standing next to you. This guy killed only on the weekends. Who is he? Milton Johnson. A as an apple. Because he had a job and he had the weekends off. So he killed on the weekends. Oh, that's awesome stuff. My dad had a gremlin. All right. Going on to question 13. This serial killer may have killed before your time, not to be confused with a sexy beast. His nickname was Sex Beast. The media, who is he? A. Randy Kraft. B. Ted Bundy. C. Arnold Sodman. Or D. Melvin Reese. It was his hobby. Yeah. I guess you could look at it that way. It must be Harry Potter for sure. Max guessing B. The media nicknamed him the Sexy Beast. Sex Beast. Sorry, Sex Beast. Right card's going with D. Melvin Reese. Could not be sure of name. I have the attention span of a mosquito room full of animals. E. Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt, the Sex Beast. Oh, Bex D? I don't know. Oh, Doki is going D. Yeah, could be D. Not likely before my time, but before I was aware. I'm going to go look Milton up. Milton Bradley? Milton Bradley, the card and board game manufacturer. I remember riding in the back, looking out the big window. He didn't have it for long though. I had an AMC Pacer. It's the only AMC I ever owned. I think quite a few of my friends have owned AMCs over the years. Too bad that they're gone. Well, I think they are. I think they might be around somewhere. Milton Bradley, the card company, board games. Milton Bradley, maker of Monopoly. All right, question 13. The correct answer is D as in dog. Melvin Reese was nicknamed the Sex Beast by the media. All of his murders had a sexual component to them. They nicknamed him the Sex Beast. Question 14. Known as the Cookie Monster, no joke, and as Mr. Snap, the media later went on to nickname him a third time as Crazy Joe. Who is this? Is it A. Stephen Pennell, B. Tony King, C. Joseph Nasso, D. Joseph Winks? The Cookie Monster, Mr. Snap, and Crazy Joe. Waddington makes your Monopoly? Oh, I'm sure Milton Bradley has different names, like Parker Brothers. They have a different name for manufacturing. They license it out to different companies in different countries to make them. It's like, anybody ever played the card game Cards Against Humanity? I know, in where was it? It wasn't the UK. It might be in France or Germany or something like that. The Cards Against Humanity are made by a company called Four, but it's not like spelled like the number four. It's like Fore that way. Bird, my cousin, Big Bird, Big Bird, Cookie Monster, Mr. Snap, and Crazy Joe. That's some unique names for a serial killer. Question number 14. 4. I subscribe. Thank you, Interpeas. To Gemma's YouTube channel? Good. Thank you. Known as the Cookie Monster, Mr. Snap, and Crazy Joe. Agent 99. I think it's C or D. Washington's was purchased in 1994 by Nabisco. Hasbro. Oh. Nona. Good evening, Nona. Prankster. Autocorrect prankster. Spaghetti. All right, question number 14. Who was known as the Cookie Monster, Mr. Snap, and Crazy Joe? The correct answer for question 14 is C, as in cat, Joseph Nasso. And he was nicknamed the Cookie Monster because at 2 of the first crime scenes, 2 out of I think the original 3 crime scenes, the first ones, they found crumbs, and they thought they were cookie crumbs that were left on the floor in the kitchen, and they believed that they were imprinted with like the boot print or shoe print over the top of them, so they knew that that whoever was eating the cookie was there around the time that the victim was murdered. But Joseph Nasso was later then nicknamed Crazy Joe. Not Cotton Eye Joe, but Crazy Joe. All right, question 15. The media tries really hard to not use the same nickname to crimes committed in the same area. However, there are 5 nicknamed the Freeway Killer. Which group is correct? Is it Butts, Bowden, Kearney, Kraft, Pugh? B, Albert, Connor, Davenport, Marshall, Potter? C, Annis, Banter, Klein, Pons, and Punter? Or D, Dale, Ian, Franks, Huntley, and Johns? Which group are all nicknamed the Freeway Killer? This question is the only one that is left over from 2021. I know it's long, I know it's confusing, and I know it's hard. Don't insult my family. Sesame Street characters. Face blue wide open. White eyes. Pigeon Mac is going with D. Sal's going with A. going with C. Which group from below are all known as the Freeway Killers? I think Bonin was Freeway Killer. E, the Jackson 5. Record here. Which group of these 5 names is all belong to those known as the Freeway Killer? Question number 15. Okie dokie is going to go with A. Samantha Master McDowell's going with C. Lori Sutton B. Reichart C. Starfire A. Which group of 5 names here belong to all known as the Freeway Killer? Purple is going with A. Starfire A. Not Keegan. All right, question number 15. Which group of 5 names all belong to those known as the Freeway Killer? The correct answer is A as in apple. Butts, Bonin, Kearney, Kraft, and Pugh were all known as the Freeway Killer. And all 5 may have had additional nicknames to them, but they're all, called the Freeway Killer. All right. So that's it for all the questions on tonight. Now, these are the suggestions that I have gotten so far. Every week I ask if there is another topic that you would like to have the trivia questions on. These are in no order of how many votes. Every night, I ask, every week, we do these trivia nights. I ask. These are the most requested. Current murders or murderers from recent crimes. H.H. Holmes, the murders of H.H. Holmes and the murder castle. On trivia night with Cement Shoes, where he does the questions. Trivia around murders of famous people from Hollywood. Series trivia nights around serial killers only. Music trivia, BTK trivia or Ted Bundy, science behind catching criminal trivia, questions of that, or more dumb criminal trivia nights. I did better, but still only 5 right. I like the science behind catching criminals trivia suggestion most, but all are great. If you have another one, put it in the comment section after the stream, or here, and I'll put it on the list. I mean, I've gotten nights, I've gotten the suggestions to do trivia nights around serial killers like John Wayne Gacy, which I've already done twice. I've gotten suggestions around doing trivia nights around Ted Bundy. I've also done Ted Bundy twice. I've never done a BTK trivia night, but I mean, I'm open to suggestions, and when it comes down to figuring out which one I'm going to do next, which one I'm going to offer, it all depends upon what I can find and factually prove, the questions behind. So, excuse me. Hollywood murders. So, how did you do tonight? Did you get an A, 12 to 15 correct? B, an 8 to 11 correct? C, 4 to 7 correct? Or D, 1 to 3? Or was it mountain lion correctness level for E? I will take mountain lions are cute and safe for 500. Oops, Will. I'll take science for 800, says Okie dokie. Whatever you do, I will make it a music answer. There you go. Jack the Ripper. All right. Music answers would be awesome. Okie dokie is going for music. D, at least I'm consistent. That's all of the questions for tonight. C, thanks, Will, for good night. Hope everyone has a great week. Well, thank you, Sal. Like D, I was mostly learning. Well, I mean, most of these questions that I put together, I mean, I don't even know them, before putting the question together, and then I tried to check the answers. There's very few, sources out there. Like there's a book on trivia when it comes to serial killers, but I found that even the book, you can buy it on Amazon. They just take the trivia questions and they just reword them. It's like, who was known as Pogo the Clown? Well, they just reword the question. You already know the answer to that. Pogo the Clown was John Wayne Gacy. So they asked the question, who was John Wayne Gacy's clown name? Or what was John Wayne Gacy's clown name? Well, okay, you already know what the answer to it is. So all they do is just take the same things that are in popular culture right now and just reword them. Pippadot got 11 correct. Congratulations. I love the trivia, Master Will. And full one now, fam. In the chat, have a great week. You as well, Pigeon Mac. Thank you for being here with us. That's it. That's all, folks. Like Bugs Bunny. That's cute. And fun. Have a great night, all. You as well, Agent 99. And thank you for being here with us. Hollywood murders are great, says Pippadot in music. Have a great week. Stay safe out there. And happy anniversary again, Purple. Here's to 23 more. You never know who's going to be knocking at your door. Being here, everyone. Stay safe. Yes. So glad I got to say hi to everyone. Well, thank you, Nona. Now I gotta get ready for work. Graveyard shift isn't too fun. Now, okie dokie, I've worked a lot of years as graveyard shift. Now it's never fun. It throws off your body rhythm, sleep, and and everything else. Everybody wants to contact you while you're supposed to be sleeping. But I understand, and you stay safe out there, okie dokie. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap things up there. If you want to go hang out with your families and watch the remainder of the football game, if it's still going on, great. If not, I will see you all again next Sunday at the same time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So wherever you might be, it's 4 p.m. on the West Coast. So if you're East Coast, it's 7 p.m. or knock off an hour as you move west into different time zones. But thank you again. As always, thank you, okie dokie. Everyone, have a terrific week ahead. And thank